I was just a single parent family home. My mom had a mental disorder, and so there was a struggle, this struggle of trying to provide, trying to be a good parent, trying to do this. And I struggled along with my mom, even though I didn't really have to, but I felt like I did because it was just me and her, and we didn't always have a good support structure. And so I understand what it's like to come home to a house that is not always stable.
We do all this stuff with the kiddos, and they go home to kind of the same situations, and it almost resets every time that they come back to our volunteers. Journey Life is the adult program at CFM.
So some of the things we have are E4 teams. It's reaching into local churches that are already here, established in the community, and getting some of the congregation to come out, adopt an apartment site, and do ministry on site and spend time there with families, getting to know them. What we found in apartment communities is there's a lot of isolation, and so that'll cut into that isolation if you have a team of 5 to 10 people specifically going into an apartment complex with the intention of making relationship.
As we've learned, poverty is not just material poverty, it's relational poverty. So it's showing what a healthy relationship, that we don't have to be isolated, that it doesn't have to be this all me mentality, that we can live in a community and I can care for you and you are also going to then care for me. We will mentor these teams in how to do apartment ministry, because it's a daunting task, but to be able to come alongside people that are motivated to be missionaries in an apartment complex and actually help them through that process. The other program that we're developing right now is called Dream Factory. So E4 is going to come first because that's going to feed into Dream Factory. And Dream Factory, the best way for me to describe that is a lot of times, when we ask our kids, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or if you could just think of like anything you wanted to do, well, usually kids can answer that. When we ask that to the adults in the community, it's like, if you didn't have to do the job that you're doing now and you could have any job you wanted, what would it be? And usually the response we get is something that makes more money. Purpose, right? He created us for purpose with specific passions and talents. Dream Factory is a one-on-one mentor program to help them identify those passions, talents, and the purpose that God created them for and get them on that track.